everyone, and welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. This time we are reviewing Sonic the Hedgehog 3. This is the Gotta Go Fast edition of Sonic. I'll explain what I mean by that in a little. But first, this time, there's a new edition, not edition, see what I did there? To the Sonic verse this time with Shadow. Everyone who knows the Sonic video games will feel right at home here. They will be familiar with the doppelganger opposite of Sonic, the so-called evil version, and the running joke throughout the movie, the better version of everyone's favorite Gotta Go Fast Blue Hedgehog. Keanu lends his voice to Shadow and does so in that low, gruff voice that only he can do. He's a welcome addition to the already stacked cast of Knuckles, voiced by the typically good Idris Elba, Tails, voiced by Colleen O'Shaughnessy, and of course, Sonic, voiced by Ben Schwartz. Shadow makes a grand entrance into the third installment, beating the pulp out of Sonic Team with relative ease, leaving no choice but for Sonic Team to employ the help of Eggman, aka Dr. Robotnik, who has let himself go of late.
Doctor!
It reminded me of Avengers Endgame, where Thor let himself go physically, becoming the sad shadow, pardon the pun, of who he once was.
Boys! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so good to see you! Give me a cuddly little rascal!
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Speaking of Eggman, Jim Carrey's back as a maniacally silly scientist, and I have to say the best parts of Sonic 3 are when he's on screen.
On one condition.
Let's do this!
And this time around, there's double the Jim Carrey to go around because he plays Eggman's grandpa, who makes an appearance as the actual main villain in this movie.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are
you? In the saggy flesh.
The family reunion is mostly hilarious in the beginning when Eggman gets to spend some quality time with his grandpappy, but later it turns super silly in a particular battle scene where one becomes a scorpion and the other becomes a praying mantis. You'll see what I mean when you watch the movie. Still, there's more over-the-top funny gags that I enjoyed, like a scene where both dance their way through a laser grid complemented by the song Galvanized by the Chemical Brothers. In addition, I must give props also to a scene where Firestarter by the Prodigy plays when we see the makeover of Eggman from evil slacker to evil slacker with a purpose. I can respect the musical taste here, but that is because I like those two bands. But I digress. Let's get back to the review. I really like how everything moves at a steady clip for all the ADHD kids and adults out there. Throughout the movie, there are flashbacks of Shadow's past that elaborate on why he becomes who he is. A lot of jokes don't hit, but for the most part, the comedy is strong with this one. But the longer the movie goes, it does lose steam. It's funny that for Sonic to succeed, he must go faster, literally and figuratively. Make no mistake, Mario may be beating Sonic in the gaming sphere, but Sonic has a sizable lead in the cinematic universe in quality in the movies that have been put out thus far. But still, Sonic must go fast, as long as the comical quips keep coming from our favorite blue hedgehog, and as long as everything moves at a quick pace, everything just works. Everyone from Tails to Knuckles to Shadow has their moment to shine. There's even time for Tom and Maddie, Sonic's human parents, to shine via a heist-like plan that goes terribly wrong. Maddie, played by Tina Sumter, is particularly funny when she morphs into her sister to get through some situations that require some extreme measures in coercing their way through some sticky situations. But honestly, that's not saying much considering that's not really her in that situation. James Marsden as Tom is his typically dopey dad figure self. He has some somewhat funny scenes where he tries to be a puppeteer. Overall, though, Tom and Maddie are muted in the third installment. This is largely a Sonic Team movie against Shadow and the Robotnik family reunion. But like I said, Sonic 3 must go fast, otherwise the seams tend to unravel when it tries to stop and smell the roses. The action scenes have this Marvel-like feel to them. Except here, it's two hedgehogs beating each other to a pulp rather than two superheroes duking it out. The action scenes are bright and colorful, and everything works because it's a CGI film lock, stock, and barrel. You don't have to worry if things look convincing. Practical effects have no place here. I had fun for the most part, and I would recommend a trip to the cinema for this. It ranks up there with Sonic 1 as maybe the best of the trilogy of movies. Also, don't forget to stick around for a mid-credits wallop of a scene. From what I hear, these movies keep making money, which means a fourth one is in the works. I'm giving Sonic the Hedgehog 3 a 7 out of 10. What did you think of it? Are you still up for a fourth Sonic movie? Or are you done? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you want more of this content, like and subscribe. See you the next time when we venture into the void.